When we think of the forest, we have an idea of what animals may live there, and if we're lucky, we may even catch a glimpse of who's been there when we're out on the land. However, there is so much that happens when we aren't around. So how do we learn more about wildlife and their different habitats? At Magnetawan First Nation, the community and lands biologists know what animals are around, but are interested in learning more about their habitats and how they're influenced by development. Using wildlife cameras to perform non-invasive monitoring, two different master's projects were formed to help answer some of the community's questions.
In partnership between Magnetawan First Nations Department of Lands, Resources and Environment, the WISE Lab at the University of Guelph, and the Wildlife Ecology and Conservation Lab with the Ministry of Northern Development, Mines, Natural Resources and Forestry, we have put out 56 wildlife cameras across the Magnetawan First Nation Reserve, spaced 1 kilometer apart. The cameras are set out to cover 3 main habitat types: rockland, forest, and wetlands, and are targeting medium to large-sized animals. These cameras will be used by 2 students, Claire Kemp and Kate Yarchuk.
I will be exploring how medium to large mammals use different habitats, focusing on how their diversity is affected by linear features like the roads, railway, and river. So far, our cameras have picked up a variety of animals, including large mammals and medium mammals. And even though we're aiming for medium to large mammals, this hasn't stopped us from finding non-target animals like small mammals and a whole lot of birds.
I'll be looking specifically at moose, thinking about their relationship with different habitats such as coniferous forests, mixed forests, rock outcrops, and wetlands. And I'll also look at how they're influenced by linear features. Our cameras have seen moose in many places so far. Sometimes these photos even tell us a story, like this moose that walked by and then took a long nap.
Throughout our work, we've been doing our best to prioritize Indigenous values, especially reciprocity, respect, knowledge transfer, and interconnectivity. Our next goal is to meet with and interview community members to learn about what it means to conduct research on the land in a good way, and other community values that should be prioritized in monitoring.
We've been fortunate to have spent a lot of time on the land in Magnetawan First Nation throughout 2021, having been joined by some amazing staff from the lands crew. So far, we have learned a lot, like that some wildlife are just as curious about us as we are about them, and they've been keeping an eye on our cameras.
A special thanks to all those who have helped us to plan our fieldwork, shared their knowledge and experiences with us, and of course to the Beavers in Mag, whose construction work has allowed us to access our many cameras. And of course, if you see us out on the land, please come say hello.